You're very welcome back to Ireland AM. Happy Friday. You've just tuned in time for the good bit.
Coming up this hour, comedian Andrew Maxwell will reveal all about his I'm a Celeb stint and what it's like to do a comedy gig in the Austrian mountains.
Wearing lederhosen, apparently. Now, in fashion, we're gearing up for any and all events this summer with some standout occasion wear.
And she's written for the biggest names in music history, including Aretha Franklin, Whitney Houston and Celine Dion. Music legend herself, Diane Warren, is going to be joining us after 9.
Now, Asia Market's Eva Pau is also in the kitchen this morning. What are we making today?
We are making Mee Goreng, a Malaysian fried noodle.
Oh.
What do we have in that now?
Well, we're going to start off by making a lovely aromatic paste. So, and then we're going to stir fry some vegetables and then noodles, and then there's another sauce that goes along with the noodles as well. So if you're looking for a tasty and flavoursome dish, this is it.
Noodles for breakfast.
Well, the last time you were in, you made these incredible dumplings, remember? And then the next day you sent some into the studio, which was even nicer.
Yes, that was very happy.
Thank you, Eva.
Now.
Looking forward to that. Right. We are turning our attention to tonight's dinner now, and Eva Pau from Asia Market is in the kitchen this morning, thankfully. Good morning, Eva. How are you? I'm hungry.
Oh,
what
good.
Have we got?
So today we are making a Malaysian fried noodle.
Lovely.
And so the first part is to make a lovely paste. So this adds so much flavour into your fried noodles. So I have here the ingredients for making the paste. I've got garlic, red chilli, fresh red chilli, some shallots and some lemongrass. So you blitz it together with 2 tablespoons of water, and you have this lovely paste here. So it looks really red and hot, and it won't blow. No.
Now, Eva?
You see, I've taken the seeds out, so it's just really for the colour.
Lemongrass is something that it wouldn't feature in a lot of Irish kitchens, but it should be. It's a great ingredient.
Yeah, I mean, you can leave it out if you don't have it, you know. And if you don't have the shallots, you can just add in some onions, you know.
The smell of that is fantastic, Eva.
So into the paste, you add in. I've got some chicken.
Okay. And in real time, would you let that paste cook out a little bit longer?
A little bit longer, yeah.
Okay, just to take the rawness out of the onion or the shallot.
Exactly, and then when you kind of can smell it a bit more...
Then we're good to go.
Yes, exactly. And then into this, I'm going to be adding some Asian greens. So I have some Chinese choy sum. You can see it here. Okay. And so I've just kind of sliced them so that they're
just... Is that pak choy or...?
It's... Pak choy would have a bigger stem.
Oh, bigger, yeah, it will be a bigger,
yeah.
Okay.
But you can use pak choy if you have pak choy, or if you don't have this, you can use any other.
Very good.
So into this goes the choy sum, and let that stir fry for a little bit. If you don't have it, I think you can use a good substitute would be broccoli. Okay. Yeah. And
are you looking for a crunch on those vegetables? You don't want them to wilt down completely,
yeah,
do you?
I don't. I quite like a crunchy kind of. And, you know, in your noodle dish, it's nice to have that.
Absolutely, yeah. Gorgeous. The smell is incredible already in here.
So I've also got this really interesting ingredient here, which is some fried tofu. Okay. So if you don't want to use the chicken, I like to add both in, and it really absorbs the flavour.
Now, we were talking about tofu during the break. It gets a bad rap, doesn't it?
It does, but in Asian cooking, it's just... We mix the tofu in with some meat. It doesn't have to be just the tofu. Okay. And then you make up a really gorgeous sauce, and...
Because tofu can take a lot of flavour, can't it? It's like a sponge.
Like a sponge, exactly. So I really, really love it. You know, love cooking with it.
And that's a fried tofu that's gone in there?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I have some bean sprouts and some scallion.
Lovely.
So that's all I'm going to put into this, along with my noodles. So my noodles, I'm using these lovely egg noodles. So I've just rehydrated them with some hot water. So you just immerse it in hot water for a few minutes. Okay. And then you add that in. So along with this is an amazing sauce.
Now, the sauce, this is the key.
This is the thing.
This is it.
I introduced you to this ketchup manis. So it's a sweet soy sauce that they use a lot of in Malaysia. Oh, right. So you add in about a tablespoon of this into your noodle. And you can see a lovely kind of glossiness from it. Would you like to taste a little bit
why
of
not?
it?
We've come this far. We may as well.
Here you go.
So this is used a lot in Malaysian cooking?
Yeah. And into this, I'm going to add in some oyster sauce, about a tablespoon of oyster sauce.
Salty, sweet.
I know. It is the key to this dish, I feel.
Oh, that's good.
So definitely try and get yourself some of that. Traditionally, they would add in some like fresh tomato into this.
Okay.
But I quite like tomato ketchup, and everybody has it in their kitchen. So
you had some light soy in there as well.
yes, light soy, some oyster sauce, just to get a bit of the saltiness.
Oyster sauce is just one of the greatest gifts from the gods, isn't it? Love it. It just elevates every dish, I think. It's a gorgeous thing to add in.
It is something like the saltiness. If you know, you can mix it in. Some people just use maybe soy sauce, but actually adding in the oyster sauce adds a bit of more depth to it.
Gorgeous.
You know.
Okay.
But yeah. So this Malaysian dish is to celebrate the Taste of Malaysia that we're going to have in store.
Oh, very good.
Yes, in the month of May.
Very good. Okay. Oh, the smell, Eva, is just fab. Now, could you change that recipe in terms of, you know, you said you could leave the chicken out if you want. Could you put different veg in there?
Yeah.
Whatever you fancy?
Yeah, I think the main thing is to make up the paste. The paste really adds so much flavour into the noodles. And I think that is the key element to this, along with this lovely ketchup mayonnaise sauce.
Can I ask you, when you're prepping the lemongrass, how do you break that down?
I cut it in half, and I don't use the top part because the top part is very
stalky.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I have one here, so like it's very. So I don't use that part, and I cut the ends off, and I just chop the bottom part there.
Okay, so that's the only piece you're going to use. Okay, yeah. Very good. Because you see a lot of, particularly in Asian cooking and in Indian cooking, where they just beat or hit the lemongrass and leave it sitting whole, just to flavour whatever sauce.
Just to flavour it, yeah. But I actually find it's so nice when it's blitzed up. It just adds like a lovely aromatic flavour to it.
But the smell from that paste, it's just lemon. It's gorgeous. Love it.
Yes, adding all these little secret ingredients is good.
Excellent. So we're just there, are we?
Sorry?
Almost there?
We are almost there.
Look at this. Beautiful. So when is the Taste of Malaysia running? Well,
Taste of Malaysia is running for the month of May.
Excellent.
And we have an amazing lineup. So it's really great to introduce everyone. I'm excited to introduce everyone to the Malaysian flavours.
Of course.
And you have, we're going to be doing a lot of cooking demos and free food tasting and promotional offers. But the date you need for your diary is the 14th of May.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Lovely.
We have...
Look forward to tasting this.
We have Chef Marcus O'Leary and Sham doing the cooking demos, and they're going to be doing like nasi goreng.
Oh, nasi goreng.
Yeah, and chicken rendang.
Now, I'll have a quick taste of Thank you, Eva.
Have a quick taste of that.
The smell is phenomenal. I'm going straight in. It's going to burn the mouth off me, isn't it?
I was wondering. Wish I cooled it down for you.
Oh, man. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Fabulous recipe. Now, if you'd like to make this dish for yourself at home, check out the full recipe details over the website. Up next.